Oh my god. There you go. No. Right.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Hold tight on the inside! Inside the right, live on YouTube! We're doing the podcast! Blup, blup! I can't even do any of those. I'm not in like that right like.
Not in that state of mind.
Nah. I need like disco lights, DJ in front of me.
I can't flicker these either, can we? They're just all money.
Can you imagine if we could like find like some way to just like make into a raving here?
Yeah, we'd just have to get some plug-in LEDs and flip it around us.
Well, mate, there are they do like their own little lights. You can get like a portable light show. That's it, portable light show.
Yeah, man, that's what we'll get a little one on his.
Just putting the thingy in. Should be part 2 or what should I do?
Well, we can sort of go over what we've done in the other one.
Yeah.
The audio was fucked on.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got my notes, but I pretty much remember what mine were.
Mine were basically the same as yours.
Pretty much the same.
I put an extra one on there from earlier when Brendan was talking though. So.
Oh, did ya?
I did.
Ooh.
It just came to me.
I had an epiphany.
And I was just free like that.
That's
one of the songs that, Should we put open talk this time?
Yeah, man. See if we can get anyone coming in.
Yeah, man.
Coming live
Right
on radio. Live on radio stereo. On phone.
We're live inside.
Live inside the gym.
Welcome back. We are doing this again because we did it last.
Yeah, the audio was shit.
Yeah, and if you hear it back, hello.
You right?
Good. Just doing our podcast.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm so
You
sorry.
can come in if you want.
Yeah.
What now?
Bringing the crew, squaddy.
I'll do it another time.
Yeah, well, we're what, 9 episodes in? So
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, it's all good.
Cool.
It's all good.
I've just ruined it.
We like company.
Yeah,
we
really
like bringing the company. David came in and just gave us some pet peeves, so you know.
Yeah,
He came and chilled.
Yeah.
So.
He came in for like half hour.
Yeah, exactly. He was just like probably hiding from Charlie.
Just like,
If you think of any pet peeves, come back and let us know.
yeah, we'll do.
Have a look around and see. You'll probably find like 5. Anyway,
I forgot what I was saying.
we were basically just establishing that our last one podcast we did.
Yeah, the audio was fucked.
It was horrible. It was horrendous. Because we were basically trying to work out the whole YouTube thing.
YouTube thing.
I
think it was a mix between being on the Wi-Fi and 2 mics going off, and it didn't really work.
No, not at all.
So,
well, you live and you learn. Though. At least,
exactly. We've got a nice new one now. Well, not new one. The same episode.
the same one.
So last time we were going over what pet peeves in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
We found that the biggest ones were people not putting their weights away.
Yes.
And the thing is, though,
go on.
Is I said this to you the other day,
Cool.
like that out of all the people that we did like our little survey thing on to get the things on, and the majority of people all said that it was because their biggest pet peeve was people not putting their weights away. And
We got quite a few people saying that, didn't we?
Yeah, loads.
And
yet, then when I had to go do my gym reset at the end of the day, the other day, there's fucking weights everywhere.
Because people don't know, people don't learn, people don't understand.
Fucking tell everyone, everywhere. They don't.
Oh.
They just leave weights. What was it you had in 20?
I had 42s. I was doing incline bench press. I had 42s. And I swear to God, because I literally took them out about 10, 15 minutes prior. The rack was empty. As I went to go put it back, it was a 20 kg dumbbell on the top. So you're telling me in the space of 10, 15 minutes, someone just put a 20 kg dumbbell on there. And not only did I see it, but when I looked over, there was no one else there. So I was just looking at it going so in that small span of time, there was someone basically with just a pure retard and put over there. And I I don't know if you've ever picked up a set of 42s before, but
Obviously,
you know,
obviously, man, fucking
Oh.
bicep curls that, bro.
Sorry. So, apologies. Shit. Don't hurt me. Sorry.
Oh, sorry, was you and that guy? You know the guy that comes in and talks loads of shit?
Yeah.
The one who says he's a heart by the front,
Yeah.
Anyway, he said, that he went into the gym and this guy kept staring at him, so he went over to him and went, "What are you looking at, bruv?" He goes, "I'm hard, I lift weights." And then walked off.
Oh, that's another one. That is another one.
What?
People who act hard in the gym
Yeah,
because they lift a few big weights.
Yeah, man. Standard.
Right? There's more to it though. Like I guess to do with ego lifting, but at the same time, it's not all just that. Like,
No.
and especially if the ego doesn't just come from the lifting, if the ego just comes on, like as a personality afterwards, and you walk around acting like you're some Billy Big Bollocks, being like, oh yeah, I've got all this weight, I see people staring at me, look at me, like you're not getting any like extra man points for it. No one actually gives a fuck.
Yeah, but the gym bros do.
Gym bro, what are they gonna do? Like,
they're not going to do anything. They're going to flex at you.
they're the ones who are gonna be like hugging each other, going, oh, it's so nice, isn't it? Like that's the stuff that.
Inspiration.
I don't know. You've already told me the story. Today.
Yeah, fully. There was a guy who used to say that, and I was on a leg.
The way that said that way as well.
Said it that way, yeah. So I was training in shorts. We were training legs with some squats. He come up and it was such an inspiration.
Was he a big guy, small guy?
A small, weird guy who he was like touching the muscles and stuff.
No.
And then there was another guy. Me and my mate were doing drop sets on leg extensions.
Yeah.
So I was pumped like crazy. I was quite lean.
Yeah.
It was when I was heavier.
Yeah.
Like that picture I showed the other day.
Oh, the vascular nipple.
Yeah,
I will never forget that now.
The vascular nipple.
The fact that you mentioned that.
Yeah, when I was super lean and quite big, and I was doing drop sets on the leg extensions, and this geezer literally come up, and I had my shorts quite high.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Your legs are absolutely amazing." And I was like, okay. And then from then on, I just wore trousers.
Really? Oh, I got the majority of mine, like things like that, from like when I was like nights out, when I was first year maybe.
Oh, nights out the worst.
Nights out the worst, man. No, it's not the raves. Raves are really, it's not really that big of a deal. But like more like just the nights out of the standard, like go and Terry showers nights out. And you do get like quite a people bumping into you.
Yeah, it's the bravado, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this guy. Oh, you go to the gym, mate.
Yeah. And then they're just like, oh, look at him. Look at him. He's in his like, tight t-shirts. And I'm like, it's not a tight t-shirt, though.
This is a double XL, mate.
Yeah.
No, this is not a tight t-shirt.
I mean, I appreciate it, but it's not. I'm not out here looking for it everywhere.
Yeah, this is a double XL, mate. It'd be a 10 on you, bro. No, I get it at raves because once you get on it at a rave and you get into the 10, it gets hot. I'm a shirt taker, so my shirt comes off. And then I always get, like, I had a girl, she come up to me and started squeezing my tits. So I stole her glasses.
That's a great comparison. Yeah, so
I stole her glasses and walked
so I took her glasses and I took that way.
But what was worse is her boyfriend, her man, was right next to her. And he's like pulling her away and she's like grabbing my boobs. And I'm like looking at him, but I'm like, I'm sorry, mate.
Yeah. I don't mean to. I do apologise. No, when... was it? When I went to one of the raves, one of the DJs actually played. He was like one of the starting acts, right? And then he was around, he went to the toilet, went past him, and he literally pulled me aside. And was like, "You're a big guy, ain't you? You're massive."
Yeah.
I was like, "Ain't you the one who just played literally about an hour ago?" He was like, "Yeah, mate, yeah." But I just got to say, like, you are like proper. And he was like one of those guys wearing a vest, so he was like, your standard. Like showing it off. So when he was pulling to me,
he's been down doing chest and biceps before he goes out.
Basically, yeah, just before he plays in the set. And I was just like,
before he comes out on stage, banging out some
it's like, yeah, tensing the muscles. It's literally, and I was literally just like, yeah, okay, cheers, mate, thanks, yeah, nice one, appreciate it.
His vinyl cases.
Yeah, so we are Oh, we've got a voice here.
We got a voice. What's the voice saying? You have to
Have a
go on
listen.
Enjoy good morning, big. Have a great morning. Have a great Saturday. Enjoy your life. Take care. And more important, one love.
Yeah, all of that to you as well, man.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Play.
Hope you have a good Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but over here it's nice and toasty.
Sunny. It's
sunny.
absolutely sunny.
Vibes are popping out, nice and hot. It's
Yeah,
nice.
Lovely and hot, and I'm in the gym all day.
Exactly. Yeah. I just walked through that to go in the gym, and yeah, I don't know. It feels a bit weird, you know, but I don't know, I quite liked it at the same time. But anyways, we went on probably like the world's biggest tangent just then.
Yeah, it don't really matter. We're
Yeah.
going off everything today.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Going
So
off on everything.
yeah, so what was that? That was basically just like
We went off. We went off. Yeah, we went off. Not putting dumbbells back to t-shirt training and
T-shirt
gyms,
training,
into nightclubs. So
yeah. Well, the one I made earlier that I saw was Irvin Brendan. People that hang on, let me bring it up so I can actually read it. People making every excuse in the book to skip a session. Legs.
yeah,
Like, I mean, I can understand, like, if certain things happen, that's different. But, like, if you're pulling out every crappy excuse in the book just to miss a session,
yeah,
like, that's when it gets a little bit too, like, all right.
yeah.
Right,
So
that's enough.
yeah, but the thing is with that as well is that's just excuses in general life as well. It's
Yeah.
the reason why they can't work out. It's the reason people can't do this, and it's the reason people will stay in their what they call shitty jobs and not reach for anything. It's because they just use excuse after excuse. So it's not just in the gym; it's in general life. People
Yeah.
don't like being uncomfortable. That's all it is.
It's-
They know that training legs is going to be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Especially if they don't do it,
Mm.
and that people don't want to be uncomfortable because
Yeah.
they're pussy holes.
It's quite sad though. Like, I mean, I understand. Like, even when I'm training, I mean, you probably train as well. It's not always the best, but it's one of those things you just got to get over it and just get it done.
You just got to get used to being comfortable.
Being comfortable,
Yeah.
being uncomfortable.
Exactly.
And like I know it's a bit of a mindset for some people to kind of like to inhibit and adapt to, but if you're never going to adapt to something like that, you're just going to be stuck on
Yeah.
just a nice chilled.
I actually went over this in my daily email the other day.
I put a post on that as well.
I did in this.
That's why I messaged you. I was like, I saw that from your email. I was like,
I didn't even see you post it,
cool.
and then afterwards, yeah. But it was to do with cold showers, right?
Yeah.
And so basically, if you've ever got something hard you've got to do in your life, whether it's you've got like a big business meeting, or I don't know, you've quit your job and you want to start the job or building up a company,
Yeah.
you're going to be uncomfortable, right?
Yeah,
so
of
you need
course,
to get
yeah,
used
yeah.
to being uncomfortable. And the easiest way to do that is just have a cold shower every morning. And so you get into the shower, it's freezing cold, you'll probably scream like a little girl.
Yeah.
But then once it's finished and you get out,
You feel
in
great.
30 seconds to a minute, you're normal again. You're warm, you're fine, right? And then you go back the next day and you have all those excuses as to why you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
Why, like, the water's cold, it's horrible, it's so much easier just to be warm, but you do it. And then as this goes on, you get more and more used to it, and it becomes more of a thing, and you'll get used to being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then all those excuses just go, because
Yeah.
30 seconds to a minute, you'll be fine.
See, my approach on my post was a little bit more on the motivational side of things.
Yeah.
So I do watch a lot of Mr. Steve Harvey. He's very motivational.
Yeah.
And he said in one of his little motivational talks, in one step, on the one point or another in your life, you're going to have to jump, right? You're going to have to jump, and you'll pull your parachute, and in the hopes that you will soar onto success, onto a better life. Then there will be times that when you jump and you pull the parachute, it won't open. You'll fall. You'll take some hits and some scrapes and tears, but you'll get back up and do it again. But in order for you to really be, successful, whatever you do, you're gonna have to jump, because you can either be comfortable where you are, working a 9-to-5 job, living paycheck to paycheck, doing something that you just do to earn money, not enjoy. But unless you actually go and jump for it and go and get in that, you'll never know what will happen.
Exactly, you've got to take risks.
Exactly, and until you get that feeling of being uncomfortable, and then you start getting used to doing it, you're never going to really.
You're never going to grow.
Yeah, you're
no
never
matter
gonna
what
grow,
it is,
yeah.
whether that's coming to the gym, whether it's in life in general, you need to get out of your comfort zone. Otherwise,
Exactly.
you're never going to grow at
Yeah.
all.
I mean, like for me, my biggest jump out of comfort zone was literally like taking this job.
Yeah.
Like every single job beforehand, I was working in a bar, earning,
Working for someone.
exactly, and I was getting paid every week. Every week on the Friday, I get paid, and I would live off that week after week after week after week. It's pretty standard.
That's pretty much the same.
Yeah, exactly. And like going from that job to this job was a big jump for me because it's self-employed. You never really know how much you're really going to earn.
I used to earn quite good money as well. To be fair, I was a flipping supervisor. So,
Really?
Yeah.
I was a supervisor.
Doing
when I
glazing,
left,
so I got pretty good money, and then you just want to work for yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, you do.
your own
Do
thing.
you enjoy it? Is the question. Though,
Yeah,
like.
exactly. I didn't enjoy it. There was some days where you'd enjoy it as like all the lads are on site, sunny weather, and you're having fun. And then other days it's freezing cold. You're outside. It's raining. You've got to do this, do that. You're dealing with shit customers, and I just can't be arsed with it anymore.
I'm literally. I just like when you say like shit customers, it just makes me think of like drunken customers on a Friday night. Those that get lippy, that start fights,
I've
that
worked
don't
on
listen
bars
to
before.
you,
Yeah,
and you're just like, oh, come on. Man,
and then they try and you give them change, and they're like, no, that's wrong. You're like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're drunk. I'm not.
Exactly. Yeah, they're piping up for no reason.
Yeah.
Like,
and then their mate will come along and count it, but they're like, no, that's the right change. And they're like, no. You're
exactly.
like,
Yeah.
Look,
They're
mate,
just giving
you
it.
can either fuck off or.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and like it's just it got to a certain point where I hear that and I'm like, right now I'm not. I don't want this anymore. Like this is just it's not really for me. So I prefer if I just did my own thing, and this is what I wanted to do. So here I am.
It's a lot more rewarding as well.
Exactly. Like I thought, like the people you meet on like working for something like this, like the clients you meet and stuff, like you create some good
You
bonds
meet
with them.
people from all walks of life as well.
Yeah, exactly.
All different social statuses and like everyone from all walks of life.
Yeah.
It's good fun.
Yeah, no, I enjoy this job. It's really rewarding.
Yeah,
Not
well, it's like
just-
when someone who can't do a squat, or like one of my clients, she can never do push-ups. The other day we did our retest. She did 10, and she was like, I could never push up before, and do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And now she can do 10 in a row.
That's the same with one of my clients. Like he was. I've been training him like on and off because it's not really been like because of lockdowns. On and off for like, over a year now, but I remember like for the longest time, the one thing I'd be consistent with him doing is push-ups.
Mm-hmm.
He couldn't really be able to do many, and he had a lot of weight to bear as well. And he's been losing weight. He literally was saying to me like he's been losing like a kilo every week, which is insane.
Yeah,
it's really good. And recently I've been getting him doing push-ups, like going from doing like incline push-ups to like incline push-ups with the knees to normal ones, and like going down, and he's getting better and better. We literally did them yesterday, and you could smash them out easily for reps. And it's just like I remember he would say to me every time I would say to him every time, right, we're going to do push-ups, and he'd be like, doing push-ups again. You could see in his face he didn't want to do it, but now he's like, you can do push-ups.
And then once they
now.
see it, and then you see how happy they are about doing it, that's what I like.
Exactly.
It's like you've done it yourself.
Yeah, you basically.
It's like you've done. You've just
that's
done
what
their
you've done.
push-ups.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I that feeling
And celebrate other people's wins.
Do you know what I mean? That feeling to me is like really, really good, and that's what keeps me going, really. Right. Well, should we go a few? Can you think of any other pet peeves? Let's think of. I want to think of a few, or maybe one or two, like train safe related pet peeves. Not too
I've
many.
got fucking loads of train safe pet peeves. There's
Alright,
no one fucking listening to it.
If you can, that's a pet peeve. If you can narrow it down to like maybe two or three.
Right. So, in Pure Gym, we have to have one person in a box, right?
Yeah.
That's just the rules. We didn't make them. I don't like it, but it is what it is, right? And people fucking stand in the same box together, even though there's fucking signs all around the gym, in the fucking box, and everywhere around you, but you need to sit there and hold hands with your mate in that fucking box.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Do you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, you need to spot, lower the weight and get more reps.
Even those people that go, oh, we're from the same household,
But
though.
we're in the same bubble. I don't give a fuck! The rules are the fucking rules. Yeah.
It's right, mate.
So this is your safe
Yeah,
space.
that's,
This is fine.
it's Ben. I'm gonna invest in a punching bag for this place.
Yeah, no, but it's true.
It's
like,
true. No, it's
I
true.
don't make
It's
the
true.
fucking rules. Those are the rules. If you don't like it, go to another gym that doesn't have the boxes
Yeah.
and those rules in place.
Exactly.
I don't give a fuck. The managers don't give a fuck. All we care
don't
about
give a
is
fuck.
you follow the fucking rules.
Yeah,
If you don't like
exactly.
it, fuck off.
At the end of the day, like when people follow these kind of rules, it makes our jobs easier and it prevents us from creating hassle to the members. But if everyone else is just constantly going, do you mind just going to the box, please? Do you mind just like stepping out the box, please? It's one person to a box. We put stickers down on the floor. I feel like loads of people can't actually read.
No, I don't think it's that. I think people are just ignorant
But
and they're choosing not to.
unnecessarily ignorant. That it's just like, why would you? There is no reason to be like that. It's just it doesn't make sense to
and
me.
these are the same people that were dying to come back to the gym and they couldn't wait to train and they really struggled about the gym during lockdown.
Yeah,
And then when they come back, they don't want to abide by the rules that are in place to protect them
yeah.
and keep the gym open. So it's not, like I said, it's not our rules, but unfortunately those are the rules of the
You
gym.
have to follow. Yeah.
And if you don't like it, fuck off. Go to another gym.
You just want to get rid of them. I don't blame you, to be fair.
Yeah, well, to be honest, it's all right. You normally get the majority. I do get annoyed, but the majority of people, when you tell them, they do move. You know,
Yeah.
and then they may fucking get back into the box once you go upstairs, but then once they see you again, they'll get out. Which you know, I don't really care too much. Like, just stay away from it. As long as I can't see you doing it, then I can't get in trouble because I've done my job and told you.
You told them, yeah.
And you're staying out of the box. So, but with spotting and stuff, like,
That's what I was going to lead on to the next one.
You
Spotting.
you
At the
don't.
moment.
No, so look, I understand why you spot,
Yeah.
and I do get it, but at the same time, just lower the weight, man. It's not going to be detrimental to your gains. Like, you know, whether you do 10 reps or 12 reps, is your muscle stimulated. You're going to get growth.
The thing that gets me is that, like,
You're going to get strength. You're going to get that.
off the back of that, it's the patience. Like, I try and explain to people, you know, that if you shouldn't be lifting that heavy to begin with if you can't do it on your own, and if you are genuinely wanting to push that extra little bit heavier with someone else, wait.
Yeah.
Because if everyone was to just not spot for a little bit and follow what's going, like the rules of train safe and stuff, they'll be gone soon. Touch wood. And when they do go, then you can spot what you want and be stupid then. Then we'll have other things to tell them about. You shouldn't be lifting that weight. But it's just.
Well, yeah, like if you go in and you're doing 5 reps and then on the 6th rep you suddenly need a spot for the next 4 reps and that's your first set.
Yeah.
You're going way too
heavy. Yeah, of course you are.
Like, don't sit there and go, oh, I'm trying to build strength, muscular endurance.
And my hypertrophy.
And my hypertrophy in one set, loads of volume. It's fuck off.
He's already fed up with it.
Yeah. It's Saturday, I'm tired.
Long week. Can't be asked for it. Yeah, I don't blame you. Has it been pretty...
It's been a good week.
Today?
It's been busy, but no,
in terms of train safe, like today, you've been here longer than I have today.
Yeah, there's been people breaking the rules all fucking day.
Really?
Yeah, but I've been with my clients, so it was
I see.
Not my job to tell them.
But you wanted to. Do you want to say something when you're not on shift, or do you just leave it? You don't really
Nah, I just stay with my client. I can't be asked to fucking moan around the gym.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on, I appreciate you maybe training with your missus, but you don't need to be lipsing each other up on a gym floor. Like, come on. Like, that's just not the fucking place for that shit, is it?
Bonded by the hip.
Like,
I've said this a few times already this week.
Yeah, but
it does happen.
And then I really don't understand why you have to be like this next to someone when you're working out. Like fucking, there's a box here, and the gap between the boxes is that, and they're right on the edges of the boxes. Their mats are right next to each other. Why?
There's no reason for
There's
it.
no need to be that close to someone.
Yeah. There is no need for it.
Fuck, man.
It's not like they're going to be doing the same thing, like right next to each other.
Why do you need to be that close? It's normally fucking girls as well.
Oh yeah, they normally do bunch up, especially in the studio.
The studio, you get the kids. The kids go to the studio late at night and fucking wind me up.
Yeah, they'll be silly with it. You weren't here before the all these regulations, right? In the evening times, it was even worse, I think, because like they would come in the evening and They would go to the studio, take like some of the exercise balls in there, start throwing them around. You could hear them like running and do like as if it's like a playground in the studio. Like
What's wrong with people?
it's insane. It's crazy. And I remember just like doing.
Imagine being a fucking like 16, 17-year-old kid, and that's what you fucking choosing to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're choosing to go to the gym and act like a fucking 3-year-old.
Act like a 3-year-old in a gym.
Fuck. And what is that supposed to impress the girls that come in? Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, skipping around.
Oh, look what I can do. Breaks his collarbone.
Yeah, falls over. Fucking hope they do trip over, cunts.
Snaps his elbow. God. I love
Down,
hearing the Rufus. It's like,
yeah, man, come downstairs. Oh, I tripped over. What were you doing? Oh, nothing. And you look on CCTV. It's like, oh! Do you know what I mean? You're like, what the fuck did you expect?
what were you doing?
Yeah, jumping on fucking exercise balls. You know, the ones, the switch
Yeah,
balls.
yeah. And
Jumping
then they just
on
go,
them and
boom.
Yeah.
You'd like crack a few ribs. Absolute idiots.
Tear a bicep or two.
Why not? Might as well.
I probably will, because they go in the studio, they load up the bars with all the fucking weights.
Yeah.
And I mean, them bars ain't even supposed to be taking that weight. It's only like
The studio bars.
Thin studio bars.
Well, I've like, not to toot my own horn. I had when I've been up there. I filled it up to the ends because I was like a superset with it or something. Like, I don't know how or why you would put so much more on that bar because that looks like it would bend.
That's what I'm saying.
Like easily.
And then there's like 4 of them trying to curl it at the same time and not being able to do it. That's what they were doing the other night. And I went up, and then I went up there. I was like, you can't all be in the same box. And they all moved. And then as I was leaving, they all went back in the box. It was the end of my shift. I couldn't be bothered.
With it, yeah. Yeah, I know. I just feel like. I personally feel like the age of training should be raised to 18.
Yeah, I think, at least they should have some sort of
supervision.
Yeah. Because there's a couple of kids that come in and they do their workout.
Yeah.
They might fucking do about 10 pre-workout shots and I think they're going to have a heart attack. But to be fair to them, they don't go in the same box together. They don't spot and they do their workout and then they leave.
Yeah.
They don't fuck about. And that's fair enough.
But it's always the small minority of people that fucks up for everyone else.
Yep.
It's always the same with anything in terms of train safe, in terms of like the demographic of youngins, putting dumbbells away. It's always the minority of people that do it, but then they're the ones who just mess it up for everyone else. I genuinely think we should enforce that rule that Dave was on about in terms of like moving everyone out.
There, say everyone leave the free weights area.
I really want to try that.
Yeah, I want to try that. That'd be good.
Get people to
realise.
realise.
Do it on a Wednesday. See if we can do it on a Wednesday. David's it.
We'll ask him and see if can we do it because people should be putting their fucking weights away. I'm sick and tired of having to tell people about it.
And if you do put your plates away, don't put a fucking 5 kilo plate in front of a 20 kilo plate or a 20 kilo plate in front of a 5 kilo plate. Put them in the fucking stacks
where they're supposed
to go.
Exactly.
If everyone just did that, then you wouldn't have to walk half the gym to try and find a fucking 5 kilo plate or all this shit.
Well, I was training yesterday and there was this girl in front of me. She was doing sumo deadlifts with a bar and 10 kg per each side. Finished it, walked off. I didn't even realise because I was like doing my workout. Tom comes up to me and goes, "Did she finish with it?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so. Yeah." Then I realised and was like, "She's finished with it. Just left it here. Hang on." Then he ran after her.
Yeah, Tom's ruthless. Tom will run upstairs after people. He likes letting them get all the way upstairs, and then he goes upstairs and gets them and goes, "Can you go put your weights away?"
I like that though. That's the kind of like essence of.
And then that's come back and do the walk of shame.
Yeah, let them do the walk of shame. They should put it back. Like I don't necessarily know what other things you should do. Or you shouldn't have to do any of these things to get people to understand.
No.
It's simple gym etiquette.
It's the same with when you grab they grab the EZ bar, take it over to the free weights, stick a load of plates on it, and just leave it there. Or even worse, they put all them plates on the floor around the preacher curl machines.
Oh my!
And that winds me up. You've got the preacher curl racks, and there's just plates all around the floor.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's the preacher coal rack, and I think recently as well. You know those two squat racks?
Yeah,
where
there's
as
a lot everywhere.
So many plates.
And the landmine. There's always plates around the landmine, and that's
on the
machine.
landmine.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
All around that area there, it just gets carnage.
I don't know why though. And I tell you that this is another thing I realise as well. When people put bumper plates where the other plates are, and then they put other plates where the bumper plates are.
Yeah.
Like there's a reason that all the bumper plates are there.
By the rack. Yeah.
Exactly. You don't go and put in just casual other plates with the bumper plates, because then when the bumper plates come back, where are they going to go?
Oh, that's another thing that annoys me as well. When the CrossFitters come in, they do their cleaner presses with the normal plates, and they just drop it on the floor.
Cleaner presses with the normal plates.
So not the bumper plates. They use the other plates,
and they drop them
and they
slam
drop it
them.
and
That's
slam
dangerous, though.
Yeah, because you can fucking break it.
Yeah,
like
break
the bumper
floor.
plates are there because they're designed to be fucking dropped.
Yeah, exactly. And then why?
So why are you using the other plates?
What are you using the other plates for? Like, if they've got like a 20 or a 25, and then they put like a 10 or something, that's fine because it's not going to touch the floor.
Yeah,
that's different. But if you've got a massive one of the bigger 25s, the standard ones,
yeah,
that, and then you slam that on the floor, that could damage the deadlift.
It could damage the floor. It could damage the deadlift platform, which is going to cause problems for other people putting weights down.
Yeah.
The actual plate could break. It could break the bar, all that kind of stuff.
Dangerous.
Because they're not designed to be dropped like that. Not from fucking above your head.
Well, they're not supposed to be dropped like that, anyways. I'm pretty sure you don't drop them. Well, we've been up to people.
The bumper plates, they're designed to be dropped. So, but you should be using different bars, if I remember rightly. Not like the standard ones here. But yeah,
the people still come and do that shit.
People are fucking idiots.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Can you think of any other pet peeves top of your head? Any other ones from you might have seen in the last few days? Can you think of any from the PT side of things?
What, like training people?
Yeah, just like me. Yeah, like any from our side of things.
Well, we did a normal gym shit, check shit, and train safe rules, and people telling people how to do shit wrong. That fucking really winds me up.
What, telling
people how to train when they can't
train,
do shit themselves.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Like, I appreciate. I believe you can learn something from everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you can't even do a deadlift properly, and you're trying to coach someone else how to do a deadlift,
yeah,
why? What's fucking wrong with you?
Mate, because they feel like they're doing their PT course right now,
Yeah, they're doing their PT course, and
so they think they know everything already.
Yeah, so but even that won't teach you shit. That teaches you how to pass the test. You go onto the gym floor and then wait until you start what you think that an old woman's going to be able to do that shit that you do. And what? You can be like, oh, well, you have to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, no, that's not how it works. You can't do that with people. People don't work that way.
You
can't just be like, yeah, we're going to do circuits today. We're going to do this, and this. And you're going to get someone go, I don't want to fucking do that. Why can't I just do this? I could achieve the same with that. You know? I'm
waiting for someone to come up and go, it's alright, guys, I'm doing a PT course, I'll handle this. It does it so badly. It was just looking going, why? So I feel like, well, I mean, I've already seen that a few times. Not someone literally just declare it though, but I think that would be amazing to see that declaration thing.
I have seen someone, and it's that guy.
Is it?
Yeah. He had said it to people. He's like, yeah, so I'm train my mate because I'm doing a PT course. Alright, bruv. Cool. You train your mate, and you and your mate can train like that. That's all well and good, but wait until you have some Gen Pop clients.
I think,
or actually paying clients, and then when you fuck them up, they're gonna come for your ass. You know what I mean?
Sue you
when you fucking break them. And which you will with that style of training for certain people, then yeah.
One of the pet peeves I have, I think. Okay. Let's go on to pet peeves for our clients. Not for the clients we have, but the clients we've had, or in our experience of having clients. Do you have any pet peeves and such that?
What do you mean?
So, like anything that has annoyed you from like
like the client's not doing.
Yeah.
Client adherence, but that's just, I'd say that's more down to me not telling them what they need to do.
Yeah.
You know? Not putting them non-negotiables in place and letting them know. So probably not, because I'm just going to take responsibility for it and say it's my fault, because that's why they didn't adhere to something.
Because you didn't.
Because I didn't lay it out that that's what they have to do.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, obviously the client has to take some level of responsibility for their training, but you know, I think where they may have fallen short in the past is probably more down to me not telling them what they have to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, not really. What about you?
Last minute cancellations are annoying to me.
Yeah, that does wind me up, but I just charge them now. I just charge them for the session. So it's, if you give me less than 24 hours notice, you lose half the session, 50%.
I think.
And if you do it like within 5-10 minutes, the session's gone.
Oh yeah, I think for me in that regard, that's you lose your session. But I think for me, the reason I say that is because I don't drive. So for me to come down here, I have to catch a bus, then walk down here.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So you need to make it worth your while.
Exactly.
And then if they don't turn up, or they do a last minute cancellation, bam, pay me, bruv.
Where's my money?
Your session. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, exactly. And then then they say that how they don't like it at the same time. It's like, I don't like being waiting around for someone who doesn't come.
Exactly. And then they soon learn.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the main one really for me. Like teaching people, coaching people. Like when you coach clients, you're only as good as the people that teach you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so if they're teaching you, again, it goes back to the last point. If they're teaching you some shit stuff, then it's obviously going to reflect on you in that regard. You know, so that, for me, isn't really a big deal. In terms of client adherence, like you just said, it's also on our side of things in terms of following up and making sure everything's done.
Make sure you set out that it wasn't non-negotiable.
Exactly.
Things,
yeah, exactly.
Like
of course, yeah. That's why I mean by my nice little videos. So proud of it. Like putting it up. Having it there is a lot easier for me to put through.
But yeah, man, it's a good source like Instagram, Facebook, and stuff to then put your videos out, and they then see it, things like that.
Yeah. Would you consider it a pet peeve to? So, I mean, I don't think it's that much of a problem, but say you have a client come to you, potential client come to you, and they are explaining and saying that they want to do X, Y, and Z, and this sounds like a person that you want to take on board, but there's certain things in that field that you don't know or you haven't heard of, or they have a certain condition or something that you haven't necessarily heard of or done any research on. Would that necessarily frustrate you a little bit because you don't know?
No, man, that'll be exciting because it means I can go learn something new, and it means that I have to force myself to go and learn something. Research it, yeah. I mean, I'd be honest with them. You know, if it was something serious, then I'd be like, look, I don't understand that. If they're seeing a doctor, I'd be like, okay, well then let me talk to a doctor, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
If they're seeing a physio, like one of my guys was seeing a physio, so I've got the physio's number, and we relay back and forth about what exercises he can and can't do, you know. And then so he's got problems with his shoulder, so we don't do any overhead presses. But his shoulder's getting stronger now, so we may start incorporating some light shoulder press work.
Yeah.
But that's all under the supervision of his physio as well. So it's about working in unity with other people in the field. It's not, you can't just sit there and be like, yeah, I know everything, man. Except that you don't. And we're here to learn and help people.
Exactly, yeah.
We can only do that in the best way that we can.
Well, the only way that, the only way we learn and know what we know is because of what we've looked at and researched and what's been taught to us as well.
Exactly.
And we've had most of us have a big training background, and because of that, that's why we're here teaching it to other people, because of the backgrounds that we've had for others, and as a result of that, that's how we can pay it forward.
Yeah, man.
What's the point of us having this?
Jesus,
what's the point of having the job in the first place?
Yeah,
we got a little voice. Oh wow, okay.
So one of my side jobs is to coach kids basketball. Before Corona, it was so easy to do, and I love training the kids because I'm not super nice to them. I actually do want them to succeed. But like there's been times whereby like I'll get new clients coming in and then their parents will cancel like on the day, and it's so annoying because like I've had to travel to go and then I've had to sign paperwork, and it's just like, ugh, it's so annoying, honestly. So I started doing this, like I've done this new policy now whereby it's like if you cancel on the day then you get charged. Just because I know it's harsh, but it's just like a waste of time and waste of money. So I kind of like get what you mean in terms of like it's just a bit of a situation.
I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it will be uncomfortable to say this to people because, you know, when you try and tell these people that, you know, if you cancel on you, but yeah, like we just said, you have to think of it at a point of view from if you spent all that time and effort setting things up and planning things out for that day.
Yeah, like you said, doing all that paperwork and stuff. Same as us, we do all the paperwork for everything out, we get in, we set everything up, and then they cancel. It's like, well,
what's the point?
I've just wasted, I've got an hour now that I can't do anything in, and I could have had some money, so yeah.
Exactly.
Still need to pay for it, and that's why in my client trainer agreements, that's what it says. It says that, and there's a section on it, it's like if you cancel within 24 hours, you have to pay 50%, and then if you cancel within, I think it's 1 or 2 hours, then it's full price, you lose that session.
Well, for me, I put it down as within 12 hours if you cancel it, because sometimes if we've got a session at say 7 p.m, something happens in the morning. Like,
I mean,
if it's emergencies, that's different. It's fine.
It's a bit different.
You know, there is different leeways around it, but then even though in certain situations, like I think it's just more to just, you know, cover your arse and have something in place to be like, right, I'm setting this out and this is my stand, like you said, non-negotiables. These are the standards that we have in our business. This is what we have put down as the fine lines of to ensure that you come in there and you actually set the worth of whatever you invested in us. You come in and you're just putting money away. It's basically just like chucking money down the drain.
Yeah, but it also says in it, like, if you're going to be late, then you text me, let me know, and then I'll try and make up the remaining session. But you have to understand that I can't always go over our time. So we have 60 minutes, and if you're late for that session, say 15 minutes, then we only have 45 minutes. I can't then make up that time because you lost it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So, it is what it is, and people soon learn that it becomes their fault and they're accountable for it.
And at the end, and as well, like, I think I don't know if you've seen this in the courses yet, but that when you have these things set out for your business, is actually a lot more professional.
Yep.
You're setting the standards out, and that shows you people that are in your business and want to be in your business. That he's got everything set out in a professional manner.
Yep.
So everything now has to be to the book, and those people that are looking for that, and then they know that this guy means business. This guy knows.
We're professionals. We have our agreements in there. We have all the right paperwork, and although some of it may be an arsehole to go through, but you have to do it because it's a business, and you can't sit there and just take random.
And
it's not sustainable.
You can't take the easy way out with this kind of stuff as well, and you shouldn't do, because we're all adults here. So, you know, you shouldn't try and get around the system. And, you know, if there's things in the, for example, in the client training agreement that you're not happy with, and you put down and say that, you know, you're not happy with it and you're not going to sign it for whatever reasons that come through, then, you know, like that's fine. But I think it's if it's something that you haven't seen before, and you look at it and go, I'm not going to sign my life away for it. You said about signing your life away. You know, I think it's like I said again, it's something that you have there set in stone for your business to cover yourself and to set the professional standard of it as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's so true. Like when I was looking for a PT, I was literally like looking at like all the policies they have, like how serious they were. I think that by having certain things in place, it makes you come across much more professional, and then people are more willing to take you seriously and want to like go with you. Because if I signed up with someone that didn't have all these things in place, and they just kind of were like, yeah, like just turn up when you want, like that's not stability. And like, you know, if you're working and stuff, you need to have like stability and be able to fit in your PT sessions. So definitely agree with you there.
Yeah, exactly. Setting the standards of things. And
Exactly.
you don't want to wing it. I think we said this the other day as well.
Yeah, you don't want to be
Don't want to be winging your sessions and like not knowing and not having everything structured and planned out for the sessions to when to come in, not having the onboarding process set up and planned out and prepared and everything ready, because that again just shows that you're not really. It shows that you don't not really in the business properly to be a business and to expand yourself. It just shows that you're basically in there to make a quick few couple of quids and then get your shit done.
You're not investing in it. You're not treating it like what it is, a business. You're treating it as like a side.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's a business.
Exactly.
You're coming in here. You need to treat it like one.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't just go work another job and treat it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You wouldn't go into, I don't know, working a job at McDonald's and they say to you, right, you've got to work the window. You start chucking food out the window. Here you go. Here's your food. You know, I mean, I've been tempted to do that a few times when I was on my last job, but you know, I chuck the sauces at them maybe. But yeah, like it's you know, and at the same time, if you're in a business like the fitness industry and you're winging the sessions and then the clients aren't getting the results that they're looking for.
It's because there's no structure.
It's because there's no structure. Yeah, exactly. So
it's the same
there's
as
nothing there.
if anyone goes to the gym, they need to have structure. They need to have a plan in place because you need to be able to look back at what you've done, see the progressions and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where a lot of people are going to fall.
Yeah. Goes into another pet peeve: planning and structure.
Yeah,
because that's some of the things we first talked about actually in our podcast.
Yeah, a lot of people don't plan. That's what we spoke about, setting goals and stuff. And no one, when you talk to people and they come in, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm just going to do a bit of this and a bit of that. What is this? What's this? And what's that? What does that mean?
Yeah.
And then you go upstairs and they've gone on 4 different cardio machines.
Yeah.
You're like, what? The fuck?
Yeah. they don't know what they're doing. They don't know how they have a set planned structure of what they're supposed to be doing. They just go in there and go, oh, I'm just going to do a bit of this and a bit of that. Or they just go, no, you ask them, what are you doing today? Oh, just cardio.
Yeah.
What kind of cardio?
Oh, a bit of this, a bit of that.
Bit of, just, I don't know, some treadmill.
Yeah,
treadmill.
They might go on a bike for a bit after that, and then might finish with some cross training. Why are you doing all 3?
Yeah, you can do just as good of a workout on 1 as you can on 3. I do like to put a bit of variety in there, but I don't like to put it for a long amount of time in certain situations. Only because if someone's looking, like for me, for example, I couldn't go on something for a long amount of time on a cardio machine. I wouldn't really, anyways. But I just get a bit bored of it.
I just put Netflix on.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. But then if I'm doing it won't be more like a spin bike, but then a spin bike and a trail or something.
I quite like the spin bikes.
I love a spin bike. I love me a spin. I miss the spin classes.
Soon, mate. A few more weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks away. I think it's 2 weeks.
3, I think.
2 and a bit.
2 and a bit.
2 and a bit. Yeah, there'll be teaching these
classes. We can do the classes again, and they just won't be so boring.
Can you imagine? I'll be up for that.
Yeah, but in the inside.
Yes.
Up and down the spin bike.
I'll be there listening to you on the first one. I think I'm anyways.
Oh my god, when I first ever started going to the gym before I had a PT, in my head I was like, right, I'm gonna work every single muscle group today. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and there was no structure to my plan. And I just come back home and I can't even put my foot on the gas pedal to drive.
Yeah.
So then when I got a PT, he started saying to me, you need to structure your days, don't just do every body part, target different muscle groups, different times. And that's when I learned structure and how to separate my days and the importance of rest. So I'm definitely used to be a victim of the person that was had no idea what they were doing, said they're gonna train your muscles, but you end up doing cardio and just burning everything off. So yeah, I've been there. I was once that person.
I think everyone has been that.
Yeah,
I've been that person.
I've kind of been that person.
Yeah, I mean, I started when I was 15. I'm 23 now, but when I started, I literally I would spend 3-4 hours in the gym, just doing everything. Hello. Oh, goodbye.
You finished?
Are you done?
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I would literally spend 3-4 hours doing literally everything, and I did it for about a week or two, and then literally the PTs came up to me and would go, Are you okay? Is everything all right? Because I'm a minor, basically in the gym for like a long amount of time, just doing everything, and they go, "Are you okay? Like you're in here for a long time, like quite a few hours. Is everything all right at home?" And I'm like, "Yeah, everything's fine. I don't really know much what I'm doing, so I'm just doing a bit of everything." And they like basically, gave me a bit of structure, and then
Groomed you.
they groomed me. Yeah, well, they proper. Yeah, they did. Yeah,
In a good way.
Yeah, in a good way. Oh, steady on there, son. Jesus Christ. Oh, I was. Whoa. They proper took me under their wing and showed me a lot of like how to do different exercises, showed me structures, and I became like I said, close friends with those PTs. And they would, and as well, I had someone who was training with me and kind of training me in a sense. So I kind of they showed me how to do the exercise and actually come in and not do everything at once, which I think felt a lot better. But even then, like coming in and doing that, like I think, like you just said, everyone's done it, or everyone has done it to a certain
everyone's
extent.
done it to a certain extent, whether it was that or you just go and do every single pin-loaded machine there is in the gym because you don't know how to do. And you think, okay, I want to start doing weights, and you don't know what you're doing, so you just do like 20 reps on every single machine, and then you're fucked. Like we had to when we had to test all the equipment out.
Yeah, but I quite like that though, because that was just get back.
They're not fucking shattered.
Well, yeah, the cardio machines, like for 5 minutes each one.
Every fucking cardio machine.
That was not fun.
That was not fun.
5 minutes each cardio machine was like, And I love how they were going, make sure we get the bigger boys to do it. I'm like, bigger boys doesn't mean we go on cardio machines for a long amount of time. That doesn't make sense at all. Like, I don't understand. We don't have like big lungs or anything. Like, we train lung day.
No, I'm quite athletic.
Oh, all right. Well,
I'm quite athletic. I can do my cardio,
Oh, I struck a nerve.
I can get my cardio in. Don't worry, I've got myself some big lungs.
Listen, it's all right, mate. It's all right. I know where you're coming from. You do get into some tight places, to be fair.
Yeah, that was the big thing. I'd be in the gym for like 2 to 3 hours. Oh my god, I don't even know what I was doing. But I wouldn't even spend that much time on a basketball court. Like if I was training like on the courts, I wouldn't spend 3 hours in the courts. Not full on training, like consistently. So I have no idea why I did it in the gym. Oh, dearie me. But yeah, I mean, we live and we learn from it, and then we pass that on to others that have just started. So yeah, the big thing that really annoys me about the gym, as we're talking about rants, is I've seen so many people like staring at people that are doing things incorrect, and they'll just laugh at them. And it's like, instead of laughing at them, why don't you go and help them? Like, teach them. Don't laugh at them and make them feel stupid. So I have seen that a few times. Yeah, I remember that time when I went ham in the gym and I just didn't know what I was doing. And I decided to finish my session off with, the is it the Stairmasters, is that what you call it? Like the ones when the stairs like keep rolling and you just have to keep walking up them. And I thought that was a great idea considering I just killed my legs. I thought, let me end it on this. I swear to God, I fell off that machine. It was so embarrassing and I couldn't get up because my legs felt like Bambi or something. So, yeah, I've had my fair share of embarrassing moments at the gym.
Yeah, it happens. I got stuck under a bar once.
Oh, I've done that.
I was doing incline press when I first started at the gym, trying to press too much weight. Got stuck under the bar. Looking around, there's no one there to help me. There's no one there to help me, and I had to quickly roll myself under the bar.
I was doing a 45-degree leg press, and the stopper's on a lever. You got to pull the lever back to put the stopper in. The lever broke. And I had 400 kg on the leg press. So as I came back and pulled the lever, it didn't come back, so I couldn't hold it because my legs were already gone. It just kept on slowly coming. I was like, help, I'm going to lose my knees. I was like, no, please. And luckily, someone came over and grabbed the stopper and pulled it back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. I almost like died. I don't know how the hell it happened.
Shit happens, man.
I think falling under a bar is the common one. I almost did it the other day actually. I was testing out my bench a little bit. Luckily, I managed to stop it on
easy to
first
do.
turn.
Yeah, I have almost fallen off a treadmill before as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
I haven't done that. I haven't touched wood. I haven't done that
I have
yet.
almost fallen off a treadmill. So I was running and I turned it up too quick and there was a bit of a delay on it. And so I was running and I thought I was alright. And then it started getting faster and all of a sudden I'm like, what? And I'm going backwards and I'm trying to reach the front and like press it.
It's the worst when you're moving away from it and you can't reach. You're like
moving away, and because you're in panic mode, you don't think to just grab the sides and jump. Do you? Like, do you know what I mean? You don't think to do that, so you're trying to run and grab the stop button.
You're like
stumbling forward, right?
It's like one of those those games you're like trying to reach and press the button for the timer. Oh man, that's funny.
So you, like she said, you have your fair share of fails and things you've done wrong in the gym, so you need to learn and teach other people not to do it.
Yeah, I mean, like there'll be loads of the people I think that look around and laugh at other people that do it. Yeah, people that look around and laugh at them, they're the ones that can't really do it much themselves. They just, they see that extra, like, they're with their mates and they're like, oh, yeah, have a look at that, and then they just, acting childish and silly. That's where we come in and go, right, you need to do that. I remember I told you you were there last week. There's a group of kids that was doing the squats too heavy. After I told them to line them away. That sigh of like pain. Yeah, she explained it.
Well, so you just can't tell some people, unfortunately, and they're going to have to hurt themselves, and it won't be until they're older.
Yeah.
Their knees are fucked. They've got ruptured ACLs and MCLs and what have you.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, why the fuck didn't I listen to them guys in the gym who just lower the weight?
It's a sad truth of it, isn't it? Like, you try, like, our jobs are to educate these people so that they don't experience these kind of like pains that some of us have gone through, but then they don't listen and then they end up hurting themselves, and then they go back and go, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I listen to that? And then it's a really horrible cycle.
To be fair, I used to do it. I used to lift heavy, stupid weights, and people in the gym used to sit there and they say, you need to warm up properly, like, you're going to hurt yourself one day. Didn't listen, don't listen, and then you end up injured, and like, fuck.
Oh yeah, like, I'm pretty sure, I mean, I've pulled my rotator cuff enough times. I think one of them is genuinely going to be like a little bit iffy for life.
My rotator cuff's fucked.
Yeah, you tore one of your ones.
Yeah, as a jiu-jitsu man.
Yeah,
I'm never going to have all right shoulders now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that stuff's just stuck with you for good, unfortunately. But at the same time, then if you can still like do certain exercises and stuff while your rotator cuff is fucked, that's perfect.
Yeah, man.
Lesson for yourself, innit?
That's it.
Yeah, boy. Right.
That's pretty much it.
There we go. Yeah. Well, thank you very much for coming and joining in. Now we actually managed to work
next week where we discuss something else.
We don't know yet. We don't know what we're doing yet.
Yeah, we don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah. We will have a few ideas. Episode 10 next week.
It'll be on Instagram or and all that. So
yeah, we could do like an Instagram live or something as well, couldn't we?
What's that live on it?
No, but you could do like an Instagram live. Like we could do a video time with someone else if we needed to as well.
Oh yeah, we could try to. Yeah.
Something like that, or like it's like on YouTube or something. We need to plan out a little bit.
Well, this is live. This worked today.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
it's worked today.
I think it was the Wi-Fi.
I think it was the Wi-Fi fucked up last time.
So
yeah,
thank God. Oh, we got one thingamajiggy.
No, I completely agree with you because I tore the back of my ligaments in my thighs, and that was from basketball. And then, when you love something so much, like, and they say to you that you can't do it anymore, and it's just like, not like forever, but you need to rest. Resting for a year was something that I just could not do. I was so stubborn. So I still went to the gym, and I was still squatting, and I was doing deadlifts and all the things that target the legs that shouldn't have been done. When I went to the physio, they're like, you've torn it even more because you're not resting. And loads of people told me at the gym that you need to stop doing it, you need to rest, you're going to make it worse. And I just didn't listen. And it's now affected me in my older life. So I'm having to take an entire year out when it was only supposed to be 2 months. So yes, sometimes stubbornness and not listening can definitely ruin your chances of a lot of things. So I definitely agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, so
Absolutely.
it's sad sometimes when you have to learn the hard way like that, but yeah, I think we've all experienced it one way or another.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Definitely have. Some of us are too stubborn for our own good.
no matter what we do as well to try and get out of it, it still just comes back and it's just like, bam.
Bites you in the ass.
Nice in the ass. Yas.
Alright, cool. That's it then. Signing off. Thanks for tuning in and
Next
getting
week.
involved. We'll be on next week.
Wednesday, 1
Wednesday,
o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Episode 10. Double numbers.
Double numbers.
We'll try and bring in a
Double
guest for
digits.
this one as well. So
Yeah, it would be good if we could get on IG Live then as well.
absolutely, yeah.
Get someone on.
Work our magic. Until then, keep us in the loop. Keep on staying safe.
That's it.
Training hard. And
Follow us
enjoy
on-
that sun as well.
Follow us on Instagram. And,
IG.
get updates. Same names as on it.
Yeah. Peace
Peace
out.
out.